Deep in the bayou, welcome to Cajun Field in Lafayette. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the West Virginia Mountaineers and the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Well, guys, the Ragin' Cajuns head coach told me pregame, and he is so excited to be back at his alma mater. He said that they have so much potential, he understands the culture and what makes this place unique. They were in the top 25 last season, but he believes with the right recruiting and the right buy-in from the program, they can be in the top 10 or even better, maybe the playoffs this season. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Deep in the end zone, it's Robinson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Going to try to get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
4 wide receivers spread out on 2nd and 6. Michael Hawkins throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Right side, it's Strachan. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be...
Hits the afterburners. Inside the... And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, West Virginia. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Yeah, dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my clipboard. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. Well, what do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop.
He'll try the right side. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Ragin' Cajuns come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Moves the pocket. It's Winfield. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. The play fake. Buys time to his left. At the 45 on his way. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Reagan. Down he goes.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Got it, looking for a first. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down.
Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. Into the end zone for 6.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia starts this drive, and the offense looks ready to go. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Hawkins. Left side is Epps. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Out wide right, it's Cook. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play caller.
Again, it's Hawkins. Throws to the tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Throwing, Hawkins. Looking for a huge play. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it away.
back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. Fourth down, Hawkins. He tries to take the top off. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Trying to establish the run. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Winfield. Out wide left, it's Jensen. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Raging Cajuns come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They'll try to pop the draw. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Louisiana. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Michael Hawkins. Left side is Brigg. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Mountaineers want to move quickly. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Fires on the run. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Cook. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Motion from the wideout. Again, it's Hawkins. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. A nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but He wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Hawkins. Release to the back. With the catch, it's Cook. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Made the grab in the end zone for 6. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being the tied football game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Moving the pocket, it's Winfield. Out wide left, it's Jensen. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Hits inside, it's Reagan. Breaks into the open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Fires into traffic, picked off. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out, and a chance to go on top with this drive. Throwing, Hawkins. Oh, pressure's coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He's past the sticks. He's loose on the right. He's at the touchdown, Mountaineers. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Raging Cajuns offense takes the field to begin this drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Second and long here. Dropping back, it's Winfield. This time it's complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's now up to 52 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Makes the grab on the left. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. Making the adjustment on the play. Looking for a man. It's Winfield. They're all over him. Right side, it's Johnson. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Raging Cajuns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking for running room. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. West Virginia uses a timeout. It's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off-play action. Moving to his left. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cajuns.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Takes the handoff. It's Cook. At the 35, he's got room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Mountaineers in the hurry-up. Right back to the well. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Michael Hawkins. In traffic, it's Epps. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Drops back. It's Hawkins. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. A run for the quarterback. Runs through a tackle. Oh, he's got enough space. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, West Virginia! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To throw, it's Winfield. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Left side, it's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Third down play from the gun. Moving out to the right. Hit as he throws. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Northern Illinois taking on the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's Northern Illinois looking to bounce back from the Game 1 loss. They lead here in the first half. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
The Louisiana offense heads out onto the field to start this drive. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make us.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Michael Hawkins on the play action. He's got the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Mountaineers in a good spot here with second and short. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Cook. All over him immediately.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Hawkins from the gun on third down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Made the grab in the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Dropping back, it's Winfield. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. And the Raging Cajuns will line it up on 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Quarterback changing the play. Wants to throw again. Turns it upfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, it's pretty apparent who they want to get the football to on this drive, right? It hasn't mattered where this guy is lined up, which side of the field. That's where the quarterback is throwing it. The defense now has got to take account of that. What's that, 4 or 5 catches in a row? Crazy. This defense now needs the key on him. They've got to be communicating, hey, the ball's coming here if it's a throw.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Give to the back. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Raging Cajuns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Pushes ahead. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Defense showing blitz here. Out wide right, it's Bray. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Hawkins. In the backfield, it's Straka. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Mountaineers are facing 3rd and inches. To the air, it's Hawkins. He wants to go deep. He's got it down the left side. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And this offense chooses aggressiveness, man. Third down and short, a lot of people think run, be physical. I got 4 downs. They say no, bro. I know your defense is going to be aggressive. I might get a look I want to get. They got the look. Throw the bomb down the field and make the big play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Cook. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Nice job by this defense finally getting him on the ground. He's had a huge day with his legs, so I understand. He wants to make plays. He's got over 100 rushing, but trying to get out, the continued pursuit, nice job getting to him and getting him on the ground.
From the gun on third down, Hawkins. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Still up by 8 after the miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Quick give. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Winfield. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Johnson. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Give to the running back. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Right at the line. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Well, it's 4th and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done and go get you the win.
Sells to fake. Rush right in his face. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
Right side, it's Strachan. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing, Hawkins. Left side is Bray. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Looking to pass, it's Hawkins. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Wow. I don't love that throw by the QB, man. It's not a good idea to lob the football anywhere in the middle of the field because it gives defenders an opportunity to rally to the ball and knock it away.
Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. And the Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry up. Hawkins from the gun on 3rd down. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over. They almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. A designed run for the quarterback. And that's not going to come close as the defense stops him well short of this 1st down.
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the 1st down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big first.
Snags it and he's open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Louisiana. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They'll snag it just inside the 10.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. They take over holding this slim lead, and a drive right here sure would be nice. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Michael Hawkins. Here comes the heat. Out wide right, it's Epps. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Extending the play. Out wide left, it's Epps. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Cook. Got 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 coming.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them.
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Once he got some room, it was over.
And what a nice ball. You can see he sees him running the corner route, lays it out in front, catches the ball, and nice job catching the ball and then doing what? Getting upfield, not running out of bounds, not getting pushed out, not getting tackled. Nice job after the catch, getting vertical, getting to the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Sets his feet. It's Winfield. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it is basically desperation point now. Their defense has to come up with a quick takeaway or at least get a fast 3 and out to give themselves a chance to crawl back into this one.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Hawkins. Catch in the middle, it's Cook. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They want to run this quarterback. Turning it on. Past the 6. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
You just hold your breath every time this QB keeps the football in the running game, man. With his speed, he's a threat to hit the home run every time he totes the rock.
To the air, it's Hawkins. Rushes on. Snags it. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackle.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, West Virginia. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He's changing the play. Fresh center down's going to the air. He's got it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Dropping back, it's Winfield. He's taking a deep shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
This time, it's complete.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Escapes the pressure to his right. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Raging Cajuns have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Throwing right. Fires it incomplete.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down. You've got to score. So with a couple timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on third down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a first down.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up into 26 for the first down. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads to the right. He caught it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. And the Raging Cajuns are threatening on 1st and goal. The snap sets up to throw. And he's got it. Late touchdown here, but it would take a miracle of Lazarus-like proportions to come back down.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Hides the ball. Here he comes on the bootleg. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.